Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a happy new year and thank you for returning back to Living with a Pineal Gland Cyst. So I basically just wanted to update you guys. I haven't received an actual diagnosis yet on the infection that I'm currently going through, but I do have a couple of clips explaining what I've been going through. So if you like to take the time to watch. I hope you enjoy. And then if you have any answers to my questions, feel free to leave your comments down below. And please, if you can help with any information based on this type of symptom or type of anything, please leave your comments down below. Bye. So I'm here today to catch up on a couple of things that I did not get to catch up with you on in my last video. So I did mention somewhere in my last video on my winter break that there was some type of infection going on. So I did make this channel with the influence of myself and some others based on the pineal gland cysts. I was first diagnosed with a pineal gland cyst in June of 2019. You can always go back and watch my first video, but this is not to advertise that. And so I've been basically going on and journaling and documenting my every single aspect of my journey along the way. What happened, what I go through, and basically I'm just trying to configure where this cyst or benign brain tumor came from. If you think you know where pineal gland cysts come from, leave your comments down below. So you can always look it up on Wikipedia. I did when I first found out what I had. But anyway, so back to my infection. So I started off with an infection, I'd say around December 4th, a little bit after like the Thanksgiving Black Friday time. I started to feel like this ongoing abdominal pain, which I had before. Yes, I had polyps removed. I had 4, I had sessile and sigmoid. Sessile and sigmoid, sessile, sigmoid along my duodenum, and then I did have diverticulitis. So I have a couple things going on in my abdomen as well. So I know what those things feel like, but this time I had some burning feelings. So again, if this is too much information, you're more than welcome to stop the video at any time. But if you are here to, be along the journey with me, then come along. So keep listening. So anyway, so the infection started around December 4th, and I went to the doctor and I got an evaluation and I got like a test. And then, so basically they gave me urinalysis, and I was going to get a blood test, but sometimes you can't get blood tests all the time. And I just had one a couple months ago, and my glucose was high. So this was like a little bit after my ER update. Then now, they just sucked the urinalysis dipstick, and then they did a urinalysis culture. So everything came out wacky and weird because I didn't have a urinary tract infection, but the urinalysis dipstick said I did. But so the doctor sent in further labs, which is called a urinalysis culture or a sensitive culture. So we did that. They prescribed me ciprofloxacin, and then I did ciprofloxacin for 5 days. Now, the pain persisted and it didn't go away, as it still does now. So again, if you've ever been through this, please leave your comments down below, or if you can relate and you don't want to leave a comment, that's totally fine. So then I continued to go through the same thing. So I scheduled a follow-up because that's what the doctor told me to do. Okay, well, if the pain is persisting and this and that, we're going to do some STD tests, and we're going to run some other tests, because if it's not coming from that, then it has to be coming from an outside source. So it's always a protocol for doctors to do a bunch of multiple tests depending on your symptoms. They really can't jump from one thing to the other and then say, oh, you have this, or oh, you have that. It actually takes a lot of time. So that's kind of like where I'm stuck at now. So let me fast forward a little bit, then I'll go back to the December 4th appointment, or the follow-up after the December 4th appointment. So now I am to the point where I received my results today. Okay, so in that case, as of today, my results are normal to doctors in urine culture. Again, this culture is only to signify whether I have a UTI, urinary
So at this
infection,
point, I'm just trying to gather all the information that I can get, trying to see where I have to go, and in whatever direction, if I have to go to another specialist, please send me there. I need to get there. So that's what I'm trying to configure at this point. And I'm still playing back and forth with my doctor, and I'm still trying to, finish up my antibiotics and see if I'm going to go to the ER or if I'm just going to wait this damn pain out because it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. So fast forward. Now's my ultrasound pictures and my ultrasound. So all the STD tests came back clear, which I already knew. I don't. And then I'm a Group B carrier, and I've been that since I was pregnant. But I just found that out looking back at some of my records. If you're that too, please let me know. That's something that I guess I might have been born with, or something that just might have came along with pregnancy. And if you don't know what a Group B carrier is, you can always look it up on Wikipedia. But I'm more than welcome to let you know what it is. So in my research, I found out that a Group B carrier, us women, we tend to carry the Group B gene in our system, and it floats around like in our floras and stuff like that. And mainly when we're pregnant, we're tested for it so that our kids don't come out with certain chronic conditions, and they don't get sent to like the NICU and things like that. Thank God none of mine did, but I'm just finding out that I have this gene. So with that being said, that's the only abnormal thing besides like my high ketones and my leukocytes, and I did have nitrates and things like that, but those subsided with the ciprofloxacin and the Levaquil and the erythromycin and everything else within the past 3 weeks. But now I have the macrobid and the ibuprofen and the everything else, but I'm still Group B strep, so I'm gonna be that forever. I just if I would have had another kid, it would have been the same thing. They would have tested me for it, and if you are Group B strep, then they would have tested you. But through my research, I found out, and remember, this is not a research channel. This is just like what I have come across with my journey and like with my medical conditions and things that I'm going through. I found out there's a non-infectious one and there's an infectious one. So mine falls in the non-infectious category. So it's something that basically you carry forever. And then there's one that you can get rid of. So sometimes people are highly contagious with Group B strep, and sometimes there's people who are not. And that's like me. I'm not, unless I was having a child. But I'm permanently how do you say, I have permanent birth control, Essure. If you've ever heard of that, leave your comment down below. And yeah, so I will not be having any more children, but I do have and carry the Group B strep gene. And then besides everything else, I would like to talk about my outfit of the day. So I'm just wearing like a cowl neck little sweater. I did my hair finally since I've been like,
I know.